ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this World of Warcraft raiding guide. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the 10-man heroic mode of Majordomo Staghelm. In order to complete this fight, we used 1 tank, 3 healers and 6 DPS. At the start of the fight, we stack up as close as possible to the boss, as this allows us to gain some extra DPS. As you can see, Death Knight's going off with Army of the Dead. And we just had our Druid tank taunt the boss to us. So at the start we're going to start out in the Scorpion, and this tactic is mainly going to look at keeping the boss in the cat form as much as you possibly can. So here again, just stacking up, needs a fair amount of AoE healing, he does reasonable damage, and I think we take him to around 6 stacks of adrenaline. However, you could take more, sorry not 6, I think we take him to about 9 stacks of adrenaline, as this allows the melee DPS more time who are standing behind the boss to get in more damage, I guess. So we have 7 people stacked in front of the boss and the 3 melee stacked behind. And again, this is just burn, but don't use time warp here, you want to save that for later on. You can see cooldowns from healers being used. You've got the bubble, and then we've also got 2 resto druids in the group. Sorry, we've got a resto druid in the group and we've got a holy paladin. We have 3 tranquilities, but the tank, it's going to be kind of awkward to use one, I guess. So he gets to 8 stacks of adrenaline, and then we spread out, and we're going to be keeping him in the cat form for as much as, well, as much as the fight as we possibly can. This is because it doesn't require as much healing, and also there shouldn't really be much of a reason for you to lose your buff that you get. That's the new ability in this fight. As you can see in the bottom left hand corner of my screen, there is a red bar. When that gets to 100%, you will receive 100% extra damage and healing. Likewise, if it gets to 50% and 25%, you'll receive 50% extra and 25% extra. This bar will go up over time with a maximum of 100%, and if you were to receive damage at any point during the fight, the bar will reset and it will then go back up to 100% over time. As you can see, people have like this lightning flashing around them, and that indicates to you that they've got the buff on them. This fight is relatively intense for the healing and DPS requirements, although this tactic, I suppose you could call it, does look at the less healing intense side of things. Just like in the normal mode, he will continue to cast Leaping Flames, and we take around 8 Leaping Flames, and then we move back in so that he'll turn into a Scorpion. Now here, of course, like in the normal mode, he'll cast Sowing Seeds. And what we do is we just move out when he's at about 70% energy, so that he won't do any of his flame sight ability. He will just go back into his cat form and will do his Leaping Flames instead. It's ideal that Death Knights use anti-magic shield, mages ice block, paladins bubble, and I think rogues can remove it with Cloak of Shadows or something like that, to get rid of the Searing Seeds so that they don't lose their 100% increased damage buff. Damage in the hero mode is substantially more, and obviously since we're going to be changing him between his cat form and his scorpion form a fair amount, he will be getting a fair amount of stacks of fury, so Leaping Flames will start to do a hell of a lot of damage, and also Flame Scythe will, but that's also why we don't take any of them. It's pretty much necessary that you dodge as much damage as you can from the Leaping Flames fire circles that you see to the right of me here. So mages blink, use engineering rocket boosts, or druids can dash or something along those lines, and you need to be standing far enough away, but also so that you don't, get one of the Leaping Flames in the raid. As you can see here, we kind of messed up from not stacking fast enough, but it's an easy recovery. Again, at about 8 or 9, we get him to then go back into a Scorpion and get him to 70%. When you move out again, he will do his Burning Orbs ability. As you can see, just spammed by 6, we have assigned 2 people to each orb, and 2 people will take the right orb, 2 people will take the left orb. You want to get to around 3 or 4 stacks of the debuff the orb puts on you, and you just want to be moving in and out. As you can see, at one point here I was tanking both of them, which it does a relative amount of damage, but also dependent on where they spawn, you might or might not be able to damage the boss. We had 1 DPS and 1 healer assigned to each one. And of course there's a problem of leaping flames coming in to you like that there. That's something you're going to have to be ready for, but after around 4 or 5 jumps, the orbs will disappear and you can just go back to spreading around in the circle and DPSing the boss down. Again, I believe paladins can use the bubble, mages can use ice block in order to tank them for a short amount of time, or to remove the stacks that they might get. So after 6 leaps we stack up again, as they're all over in that corner out the way pretty much, since, you know, RNG is a bitch. And we go back into Scorpion phase, and we then move out at 70% energy again. And that's pretty much the entire fight, just a rinse and repeat, and hopefully you will get the kill. So as always, thank you for watching, and if you found this guide useful, then feel free to subscribe to the channel for future World of Warcraft raiding guides. Like I've said in previous videos, 4.3 will be coming on the PTR soon, so there'll be plenty of content to put up then with the new dungeons they're bringing out and also new raids. And yeah, again, thank you for watching, subscribe, and good luck and have fun with this encounter.